This is TWiT.
The Conti gang have finally pulled the last plug. Recall that we previously noted the clear indications that the very prolific, actually too prolific for its own good, Conti Ransomware gang had boxed itself into a corner earlier this year after Russia invaded Ukraine by clearly and forcibly siding with Russia in Russia's very unpopular, unprovoked war. The sanctions that the West and most of the rest of the free world leveled against Russia choked off Conti's victims' ability to pay ransom to Conti in Russia, even if they wanted to. So, in reaction, Conti set up a shell game. All of the members of Conti abandoned ship, except for one last guy who remained behind to keep the fires burning. This member continued leaking data and taunting Costa Rica, which was their, nominally their last victim, which created a facade of Conti still being a going concern and a running operation, while all the rest of Conti's members quietly moved on to other ransomware groups. Last month's report by Advanced Intel stated that the only goal Conti had for this final attack, that is the Costa Rica attacks, was to use the platform as a tool for publicity, to keep the spotlight on Conti as they performed and faked their own death, keeping their multiple rebirths in other names and under other names off anyone's radar. Even though they were pretending to still be active as Conti, the ransomware operation was not performing any further attacks. And the data being leaked by this one remaining Conti member turned out to be from earlier attacks. To confuse researchers and law enforcement even more, this sole Conti member released the same victims' data on both their site and Hive's data leak site, where he is also an affiliate. But this was just all a charade, with the rest of the Conti ransomware crew infiltrating or even taking over other ransomware operations. Well, as of last week, finally, the masquerade is over, and the Conti ransomware operation has finally shut down its last public-facing infrastructure, which consisted of 2 Tor servers, which were used to leak data and to negotiate with victims. And, of course, no victims remain. So they're gone. The Conti name has been retired, and its crew has spread out and around and have taken up operations under other names. These guys know what they're doing. So they formed a potent crew, and, it would be good if they just ended up being less powerful in the future.